Irfan Safwan tak nama dia, Irfan ke Safwan?
Irfan Safwan nama dia.
Safwan, okey. Co-host. Ni Amirul Subhi. Subhi tak nama apa ni? Subhi ke?
Muhammad Subki.
Muhammad depan dia. Okey. Co-host. Okey, one yang last ni dia grup lelaki ni Rozaimi. Rozaimi tak nama apa sini ni? Rozaimi ke?
Zaimi.
Rozaimi co-host. Syafiq Zulkifli. Ada Fatah. Fatah tak nama dia sini ni. Fatah ke? Abdul Fatah. Okey. Aziz Safi'i. Nama awak ke ni? Okey. Okay, so nak start dah ke?
Boleh lah.
TQM kan?
TKM.
TQM. Nak tunjuk muka dulu ke tak nak ni? Siapa presenter ni? Saya tak kenal lagi ni. Boleh show your video? Ambil gambar ni. Dalam file khusus. Tak tunjuk video ke internet slow belaka ni. Okey, ni siapa ni? Wak Anik. Lagi? Lagi yang lain? Amirul? Tak ada. Awak seorang je boleh on video.
Ada.
Saya on juga.
Irfan Safwan, Zaimi, Fatah.
Tak ada pun?
Tak ada macam.
Ada.
Dah keluar muka sini mana? Cari mana ni? Okey. Irfan lagi.
Syafiq. Okay.
Tak kenal lagi grup ni Okey, Syafiq. Mana Syafiq? Subhi ni tak mahu mana? Fatah, mana Fatah?
Fatah ada. Ada.
Saya madam.
Okey. Tak ada pun ke?
Semua dah on dah.
Dia tak keluar pun. Mana
Dekat saya ada ni.
Tempat saya tak ada. Oh, I see. Keluar dah. Okey, keluar dah ke?
Okay, semua dah ada dah.
Okey.
Semua dah.
Kena masuk dalam apa ni, untuk dalam file khusus group presentation Okay, so boleh start lah. Siapa nak mula dulu?
Okay, dah ready. Saya boleh.
Start nak.
Okay, kita buka Al-Fatihah.
Yuk.
Okay, siapa yang internet slow tu bolehlah off you punya video dah. It's up to you.
Okay, saya off video Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from good evening. We are from group 7. We are presenting topic about total quality management and we have 7 members. First member is myself, Ifta Safwan Oslan, 050036, 1 Anik Amirul bin 1 Azman, 050840, Subki Mansur, 0505 05089, Zaimi Hakim Muhammad Razi, 050990, Syafiq Zulkifli, 049981, Fatah Abdul Razak, 050239, Aziz Syafiq Sulaiman, 051624. Next slide.
So we start introduction of total quality management, TQM. Total quality management is a structured approach to overall organizational management. So for the further explanation, it is the continual process of detecting and reducing or eliminating error in manufacturing, streamlining supply chain management, improving the customer experience, and ensuring that employees are up to speed with training. Total quality management aims to hold all parties involved in the production process accountable for the overall quality of the final product of service. Before that, I'm Wan Ani Amirul bin Wan Razban 0508 0508 840. Okay. So we go to the 8 primary element of TQM, as known as 8 principle and practice of TQM. So the first one is customer focus. Customer focus is the customer ultimately determine the level of quality. Customer focus is a strategy that puts customer at the center of business decision making. Customer focus business decision based on how those decisions impact customers, as opposed to focusing on profit above all else. It's a long-term strategy that develops loyalty and build trust. No matter what an organization does to foster quality improvement, which is training improvement, training employees, integrating quality into the design process, or upgrading computer or software. The customer determines whether the effort were worthwhile. So the second one is process center. A fundamental part of TQM is a focus on process thinking. A process is a series of steps that take put for supply, internal or external, either one, and transform them into output that are delivered to customer, internal or external. The steps required to carry out the process are defined, and performance measures are continuously monitored in order to detect unexpected variation. So the third one is integrated system. So the integrated system is the process of bringing together component subsystem into one functional system through an organization may consist of many different functional specialties or organized into structured department. It is the horizontal process interconnecting these functions that are the focus of TQM. Microprocess add up to larger process, and all process aggregate into the business processes required for defining and implementing strategy. So everyone must understand the vision, mission, and guiding principle. So the fourth is leadership. Leadership is an important role to maintain unity among employees to achieve the interdependence goal. Although there are mainly 3 types of leadership in the industry. The democratic leadership style is the best to perform well. Leaders can form a convenient environment to work effectively inside the organization in which all employees work to achieve the organization's goals. So the next one is the involvement of people. People from every level in the organization give their all-out effort, dedication to the organization profit. The total employees' commitment enable the industry to develop productivity, process, and rise sales growth. So all the employees in the organization have to well trained, committed, and dedicated to achieving an interdependent goal on time. Uh, Next, continual improvement. Continual improvement of the process is an important step for every industry to make their customer satisfied. Therefore, PKM assists the company to keep watching continual improvement of the system to improve the service and product of the industry. So the seventh is factual approach to decision making. It eases the way of taking the decision based on the information collected from data. Making a decision based on the actual is an effective way to customer satisfaction. This principle use the actual method to collect and analyze data. So the last one of the 8 principles and practices or primary elements are mutual beneficially supplier relationship. So a business is conducted by combined multiple departments, and each of the department is assigned with the individual task. Although the function of this department is interconnected, the total quality management process helps all sections work combined to achieve an independent objective. So the 2KM represent a big culture shift. So the company needs to implement it slowly and accurately. So I'm passed to the next presentation, Shafiq.
Okay, there are 8 advantages of total quality management. Firstly, the advantage is develop the quality of product and service to satisfy the customers. Manufacturers or service provider achieve quality by creating product whose characteristics satisfy a set of numerical defined as specifications. Secondly, motivate employees morally. Gain the support of top of management to reward any unclear goals and to add or develop an active program. Third, boost productivity in the organization. So the practice positive and reinforcement, encourage, motivate and reward. Fourth, reduce production costs and fault. Having qualified employees can help you minimize the turnover, which leads to significant labor cost reduction. Fifth, rise profit margin. So they increase revenue by increasing customers' willingness to pay. 7, makes processes more efficient and reliable. Making a process efficient will reduce the cost of running the process itself. 7, involve employees. Employee involvement is creating an environment in which people have an impact on decisions and actions that affect their jobs. Lastly, improve the condition of the work environment. Creating a positive work environment. So I will pass to the next presenter, Rozaimi.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, boleh dengar tak?
Dengar.
Okay, now I will present about the disadvantage of total quality management. There are several challenges and disadvantages. First is demands a change in culture. TKM demands an organizational culture that focuses on continuous process improvement and customer satisfaction. It requires a change of attitude and reprioritization of daily operation. Second is quality is expensive. TKM is expensive to implement. Implementation often comes with additional training costs, team development costs, infrastructure improvement costs, consultant fees, and the like. Third is demand spending time and resources. A good TKM system often takes years to implement, and that occurs only after significant planning time, long-term resource allocation, and an unwavering management commitment. Lack of proper planning can cause a TKM system to ultimately fail. So next, I will pass to Irfan Safwan.
Okay. Our group has studied 3 articles. First article is about the impact of total quality measurement. And next is general about total quality management. And the third article is about the sustainable company performance. Okay, now I pass to the Shafiq to further explanation about the issue.
Okay, I will talk about the first article about issue. Okay, there are 3 issues in Article 1. First, the increased competitive in hotel industry has faced wide variety of saturated and uncertain. So maksudnya dia mempunyai peningkatan daya saing dalam industri hotel serta pengusaha hotel itu sendiri menghadapi pelbagai masalah yang tidak menentu. Secondly, as the supply of room by the budget hotel and guest house increase, the hotels under Malaysian Association of Hotels is declining in term of occupancy rates. So penawaran bilik hotel di bawah penawaran bilik hotel bajet dan homestay meningkat. So ia menyebabkan hotel di bawah Persatuan Malaysia semakin menurun permintaannya. Lastly, due to intense competition, the management had applied low cost management by give discount that help increase hotels market share, but it negatively impact on profitability in long term. So maksudnya di sini disebabkan itu pesaing ni menjadi amat sengit. So pihak pengurus hotel perlu mengurangkan kos dengan memberikan harga yang rendah bagi membantu meningkatkan permintaan hotel mereka. Dan cara ini agak terkesan pada jangka masa panjang terhadap keuntungan yang negatif. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter to talk about issue Article 2, Azib Syafi'i.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hello, boleh dengar?
Ya.
Okay, about article 2 ni, dia artikel, it is about article about TQM application of Indian pharmaceutical industry at India country. The first issue is mistakes in product design or production can have several. Second is deadly, and third is consequences for patients, which sometimes lead to recall of the drug from the market. It is issue about consequences for patient, which sometimes lead to recall of the drug from the market. But the truth of the matter is that out of 10,000 new chemical entities tried in the lab, one and only reached to the market, and that too takes just about 18 to 20 years of research and roughly 800 million. Next, I will pass to issue Article 3.
Okay, thank you Azib Shafi'i. For Article 3, the issue is this paper investigate the relationship between total quality management TQM element and sustainable company performance. TQM model prescribe several important factors, starting with effective leadership that execute brilliant strategies, emphasizing best practices in quality improvement while recognizing the stakeholder need. This research employed TQM as the research framework while also taking into consideration the resource-based view on the argument concerning internal capabilities. An instrument is developed to measure the related TQM construct, and it's found to be reliable. Using exploratory factor analysis, it is found that the item clearly fall into 6 factors, which is leadership, best practices, customer focus, employee focus, community focus, and productivity focus. Now I will pass to article finding. Shafiq.
For the finding Article 1, firstly, the mixed method are serving the purpose of development, and the instrument, namely an interview and survey, are employed in the sequential manner. So maksudnya kat sini penggunaan kaedah campuran berfungsi bertujuan untuk pengembangan dan instrumen iaitu wawancara terhadap pelanggan dan tinjauan digunakan secara berturutan. Secondly, by adopting the mixed method research approach that can elicit clear and well-rounded answer on the degree and extension of quality management practices in Malaysia hotel industry. So dengan pendekatan menggunakan kaedah campuran ini dapat membantu dalam mendapatkan jawapan yang jelas dan lengkap mengenai tahap dan perluasan pengurusan yang berkualiti di industri hotel di Malaysia. Next, this regard will help hotel manager understand what aspect of TQM are most vital on enhancing competitive advantage, thereby aiding decision making on resources allocation. So dari pemerhatian ini dapat membantu pengurus hotel memahami aspek the quality of management. So yang paling penting untuk meningkatkan kelebihan daya saing sehingga membantu membuat keputusan mengenai peruntukan pelbagai sumber. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter, finding result article 2.
Next I will explain about finding result in Article 2. First, TQM is a holistic methodology towards the general change of an organization. Second, TQM improves every process, every employment, and every individual inside the organization. Third, integrates with the business plan of organization and can positively influence customer satisfaction and market growth share. Next, we'll pass to the presenter finding result, Article 3.
Okay, For Article 3, the significance of study total quality management factor is supported in the study. The importance of leadership, best practice and focus on stakeholder productivity are supported. Almost all performance-based models that have included this dimension in their model. In this study, it is also found that employee focus is positively related to company performance. The result also support the inclusion of this dimension in some other performance-based models such as EFQM, MBNQA, or PMQA. In this study, employee focus is defined as a degree of effort to enhance employee satisfaction. To construct this focus capability, the working environment should be comfortable and safe for the employees so that they could perform their best. The company should also provide a mechanism for the employee to express their feeling employee satisfaction survey to check on the level of their satisfaction and design program to motivate them. Looking at the operational definition of community focus, which is the capability of organization to satisfy the community. Firstly, the company must have a stated agenda related to fulfilling this threatening relation. For this, that organization must be actively involved in the community activities and must be seen as a partner in community development. In addition, from the time to time, the company must regularly review its policy and its impact on the local community. Thus, the ability to satisfy the community will be developed gradually by emphasizing this factor. The result of this study suggests the leadership with the best practice with the capability to focus on productivity, customer, employees, and community will lead to the greater company performance. Thank you. I will pass to Irfan Safwan for implication.
Next, we come to implication. For implication, if you are taking points, the organization has two implications. Okay. First is the organization that apply TQM has intent to accompany the effectiveness of the system, such as production, design, planning, quality tools, planning involvement, as well as customer satisfaction, as it has potential not only to reinforce competitiveness, but also to strengthen firm effectiveness and produce more satisfied customers. And second, in order to ensure definition of TQM to be valid, especially in hotel sector, which connect not only customer but also other stakeholders, it must encompass the meaning of the conformance to interval specification, which are predetermined and required by customers, and fulfill the continuous changing requirements of both the organization, customer, and stakeholders. Yeah. I pass to Fatah.
Hi everyone, my name is Fatah with a metric number of 050239. I'm sorry for this particular voice. I'm not really in a healthy state right now. I'm having a fever. But then let us continue. What is the implication that actually happened in Article 2? Actually, there is a questionnaire that have been customized and modified to the specific requirement of the Indian pharmaceutical industry. As we all know, India is very famous in medical sector or industry. They even have a medical tourism, and that's why I believe that this particular total quality management or TQM is actually very fit for pharmaceutical industry in India itself. So there are 5 implications that have been found why actually it is hard for pharmaceutical industry to implement TQM in their particular industry. First is top management commitment. Second is leadership. third is quality management, fourth is people management and training, and the last one is supplier and vendor quality. First, the commitment itself. The top management commitment is very important to observe the most significant factor influencing the execution of total quality management. The second factor or implication that actually hinder the process of TM itself is the lack of leadership. It is important to have an effective leadership and dynamic leader as it will produce a fruitful group, and in this manner it makes a productive association. As we all know, TKM really need a very strict in quality, not only in the product itself, but as a whole system. Every process needs to be in top condition. So that's why not only leadership, even the staff itself need to be very 100% in a quality set. The third one, the quality management itself, where we can see quality management is accessibility and also utilization of quality information. Convenient and precise information about manufacturing process is critical to control the procedure and reduce the defective product. The fourth one is the people management and training. This is also important as employee training is an essential component of quality management. An organization which fully utilizes the skill of its worker ability is on its way to accomplish a hierarchical goals. And the last one is, no, sorry, the fourth one is the customer focus. Customer focus usually includes maintaining an effective customer relationship and service program. Customer oriented or customer focused organization maintains its competitive advantage. For example, I will tell you, recently we have a COVID-19 vaccine, right? As we all know, we have a few producers of COVID-19. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, the three big company of pharmaceutical. And this is why I believe that actually the formula is not that really important because it is a basic formula, but the quality of every formula is very important. So this is the particular things that I believe why pharmaceutical industry really need TQM because it is regularly regulated. Ubat-ubatan adalah benda yang sangat sensitif. I mean like even for example insulin in diabetes patient. If it's too much in content, people can die. If it's too less, people also can die. So that's why it is very regularly regulated. It is monitored. TQM is almost the same like that. Everything is monitored. Everything from the smallest thing to the very biggest thing, even the product itself need to be in a very tip-top condition. And this is why I believe that it is actually very good for a pupil to focus on the customer itself and focus on the customer satisfaction by focusing on the quality on every process. And the last one is the supplier and the vendor quality. Supplier and seller quality is likewise an imperative measurement of quality management of faulty materials, parts, and service lead to item and process quality issue. Keeping up with supplier and merchant relationship is recognized as a key variable in keeping up a competitive advantage. I believe that all for me for the implication. I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, now for Article 3 implication, first there were tests and found to be reliable and valid. Other studies may use other indicators to measure this dimension. Organizational capabilities should be unique, being varied among different companies. Second is this study measures company performance using self-report managers' perception. It is an index obtained from the result of factor analysis. And last is among item measure are profitability, financial standing, productivity level, and market share. The use of financial data offers more objective measures such as return on investment, return on equity, and others, which might give a more concrete evidence of the company performance. Next, I pass to Irfan Safwan for the suggestion.
Okay, next. To the suggestions for the article 1. Selecting high quality supplier can improve the quality of product. It's also due to the fact that material are purchased but are often a major source of quality problems. By strengthening and building long-term cooperative relationship with supplier is an important factor as it can increase the competitiveness of the organization and thus improving the performance of the organization. And then the most influential factor in the process management is technology, especially firm with the strict quality system that need to adopt up to date technologies in their process. That's to Fatah.
Hi again. In terms of suggestion, I believe that there is a lot of suggestion in order for us to improve the KM in pharmaceutical industry, explained in Article 2. But there is 5 factor. We should back to the basic pillars that have been explained in the earlier stage of this particular presentation, which was explained by my friend Anik just now. There is 8 pillars of the most important things in DQM. So I believe that in order for us to have a better or enhancement in the system itself, we need to have the at least 5 basic pillars of TQM in order for us to achieve the best TQM ever in this particular industry, which is first the management commitment, secondly employee empowerment, and the thirdly is a continuous improvement. The third one is the fact-based decision making, which is important. We really need to see the data, analyze the data, then we can make decision based on that particular data that have been collected. And the last one is the customer focus pillar, which I believe need to be strengthened by days in order for us to have a very good TQM in the future. Thank you.
Okay, is it
Okay, so Article 3 suggestion. First is the element of leadership, best practice, productivity, customer, employee, and community focus should be used to prove the relationship between TQM and company performance. And the company should use this TQM because the TQM very effective for the company performance. Next, I will pass to Wan Anik for the conclusion.
So, all that we can conclude is TKM is a holistic and ethical approach of the firm to continuous improve their product, service or process involvement all stakeholder in order to satisfy their customer and to improve performance and sustainability. The result gives that overall TKM practice improve all performance measure leadership does not affect performance. Successful training improve operational performance, employee performance and customer result. It has found that successful supplier quality management enhance social responsibility. Effective customer focused effort increase operational performance, customer result and market and financial performance. Effective strategy quality planning effort improve employee performance and social responsibility of the firm. So that's all from us. Thank you.
okay?
So
Very
the Q&A, sesi Q&A.
okay. Kalau tak nak tanya soalan, you all tanya soalan dekat audience ya. You can ask questions to the audience or to your friends.
Okay, I have some question. Okay, I want to ask. The question is, what the element of TKM? Who can answer? Hadi?
Can you repeat?
Boleh ulang balik tak soalan?
The question is, what element of TQM?
Element of TQM. Okay. Element of TQM tadi kalau tak silap ada perbezaan yang 8 tu. Okay.
Okay, 8
Okay,
ni.
kalau yang tu element of TQM, the first one, it focus on the customer. Next element, it has the strategic and the systematic approach. Lepas tu dia element dia it has integrated system. Okay, yang keempat, employee involvement. Yang kelima, process centered. Yang keenam, continuous improvement. Yang ketujuh, communication. And the last one, untuk element TQM, decision making. It made based from the fact, from the previous fact.
Okay.
Betul tak?
Thank you. Thank you, Imran, for answering questions.
Okay. Others?
So, ada.
Okay, kalau tak ada, okay, it's very good presentation. You have the 3 area there in the TQM. Okay, the first one is very interesting in you focusing on the hotel industry, but I didn't get what the actually result they get for the hotel industry. Is it the finding here, this they mention or not? That means the hotel industry, that means from when they implement the TQM, the effect in term of the profits. But right now the issue is because of the competitive in the hotel industry, and also the decrease in demand, and juga the loss on the market share because of the dah ada homestay right now kan, the budget hotel to increase, so the market demand, market share or market demand for the hotel industry is going down, isn't it? So the issue is the effect on the profit kan, profit jadi decrease kan. So when they implement the TQN, did they mention or not? That means they get back the profit dia. I mean profit dia tu balik pada asal lah. They mention or not the result from the first article tu? Sebab finding awak yang the mixed method tu adalah method untuk dia buat kajian, research. But I don't get the clear answer. Dia tak dibagi tahu, ada di-implement ke tidak?
Okay, dalam tu dia tak ada bagi tahu lah dia punya result untuk dari segi profitability. Dia cuma bagi tahu dia punya pasal dia punya pembusannya lagi bagus. So management lagi faham tentang quality management control. Itu dia karakteristik.
So dia tak bagi tahu, that means the result dia tak bagi tahu the exactly result lah. Dia bagi tahu dia just want to implement the TQM. Because pada artikel 2 and artikel 3 is very interesting juga. Memang tu jugalah saya dapat kat sini. So the interest artikel 2 tu because of the product mistake kan, dia mistake on the product design. So dia concentrate on the training kepada employees kan. So apa yang dia buat, the TQM dia apply for the training, isn't it? That means dia apply for the pekerja dia kan, employees dia. Betul tak? Dia fokus.
Kalau apa
Dia fokus on the customer.
Artikel madam, dia
Yes.
Dia cuba implement TQM dekat pharmaceutical industry yang memang sebelum ni memang dah diperketatkan, cuma dia nak cuba masukkan TQM dekat pharmaceutical industry yang dekat India. Dan betul lah dia memang
apa yang dia buat, apa yang dia buat right now is dia concentrate on the training kepada customer dia, sebab nak jaga customer dia kan. So the employees dia lah, dia concentrate on the employees, isn't it? Fatah?
Ya, betul madam.
Kan? Then sebab yang artikel 3 tu, contoh artikel 2 dia concentrate TQM the employees dia. Dia nak upgrade the training of the employees, macam mana employees deal and the system tu kan. And then the article 3 about dia nak tengok whether the TQM tu relate tak dengan sustainability atau performance of the company tu. So apa yang saya ni lah nampak, so it's very successful lah. So dia link, that mean bila ada TQM, so increase the sustainability kan. And then dia concentrate more on leadership. Nah, dia concentrate on more on kepada leadership lah. Contohnya kalau artikel 2 dia concentrate on the employees. Yang contoh yang artikel 3 ni dia focus on the performance on the leadership kan. So that means dia concentrate on performance management system, isn't it? And then dia guna a few model kan. Dia guna a few model kan. Betul tak? And then model
Betul,
dia guna ni
Ya, betul.
yes. Model ni dia ada EFQM ni, dia ada bagi nama penuh tak? What is the model yang diguna ni? EFQM, WBNQA ni apa dia ni?
Sekejap, EFQM tu European Foundation for Quality Management.
Oh, I see. Model yang diguna lah. Artikel ni negara mana
Ha?
Artikel ni, research ni daripada negara mana Europe ke mana? Negara mana artikel ni? Dia bagi tahu tak? Oh, Malaysia ke? Malaysia firm. So dia guna model yang 4 model tu. Okay.
Ya madam.
Okay, model ni under performance management system kan? This is the model dia kan untuk ukur prestasi, isn't it? Betul lah. So, okay. So that means you ada tiga-tiga elements dalam topik ni. It's very interesting sebab antara tiga-tiga artikel tu berbeza antara satu sama lain. So it's very good lah. Okay. So anything else? Ada tak? Tapi yang saya nampak tu contohnya artikel 1 more kepada sistem dia, artikel 2 more kepada employees, artikel 3 tu more kepada leadership nah. So nampak benda tu ada 3 lah. Okay. So ada soalan lain tak? Yang lain tu faham tak? Okay, sebab topik ni nanti kita nak topik ni lah, lebih kurang lah kita akan masuk untuk yang the next chapter tu yang akan masuk soalan final exam lah. Yang pasal performance management system. So lebih kurang dengan ni jugalah. Okay. So ada soalan lain? Or others arguments? Apa-apa you nak highlight?
Ya, tak ada dah madam.
Tak ada dah? Okay, so untuk report awak, saya dah terima dah 2 report. Kalau boleh, sebab yang hantar report ni appendix dia dibagi yang the first page saja artikel. Saya nak keseluruhan artikel tu. Okay, can you buat attachment anak? Untuk report ni. Okay. Untuk appendix dia, lampiran dia tu saya nak yang the full set of the articles tu. You print kan? Print that means 1 muka surat, 2 muka surat untuk 1 live pun tak apa lah. Depan belakang ke nah, your appendix. Sebab saya nak tahu result yang dekat artikel tu sama tak dengan apa yang you all buat. Boleh ke tak? Hello?
Boleh madam.
Boleh, madam.
Lain lah sebab yang saya dapat.
Boleh madam, boleh. Boleh.
Ya madam.
Cik kan? Okay. Okay, kalau tak ada Okay, kalau tak ada soalan, ada yang case study tu nak discuss tak? Ke you all buat tu je sebab jawapan dalam tu je. Nah. Case study, group case study tu. Okay, hantar minggu 13 kan? Jawapan dalam tu je. You cari dalam internet sikit-sikit nah. Okay, untuk utamanya yang soalan nombor 5 tu. Okay. Boleh?
Boleh.
Boleh.
So nak discuss tidak soalan tu? Tak payah. Kalau tak ada, so kita berhenti setakat ni, okay? So see you next class. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Salam, madam.
Waalaikumsalam.